Well, hello and welcome back to my little movie studio with my, movie review studio, I should say, with my DVDs and my Blu-rays behind me. Yes, I'm here with another movie review. Now, when it comes to going to the movies, I am pretty generous when it comes to my opinions. I'm pretty accepting when it comes to the movies that I witness, just because I just love to be entertained. I don't care if the movie is not really put together too well, as long as it has some entertainment value. And when I went into going to see this brand new movie called Vampire Academy, I really had no hopes. I remember seeing the trailers for this film, but I always want to be surprised. I mean, there are some films that I saw in January that I thought were going to suck, and then they turned around and they surprised me. But now we're in February. We just had, the Lego movie just came out, and I absolutely love that movie. If you haven't seen that review yet, you can go check out me looking like an idiot. But I just like a movie that, I just want to be entertained. I really just want to be entertained. And the only way I can utterly be offended by a movie is that it insults my intelligence, whatever that may be. I know I might not be the smartest guy in the room, but I do love cinema and I do love talking about it. So this brand new movie is about vampires. Surprise! But it looks like it might have been a step up from the Twilight films. That's what I was at least hoping for. It is based on a novel, and it's also coming from a director that I kind of like named Mark Waters. Now, Mark Waters has directed Mean Girls, The House of Yes, and I think that's all I see. I saw Just Like Heaven. I kind of like the guy. I don't have a problem with him. And he's also working with his older brother, Daniel Waters, who wrote one of the coolest screenplays in the 1980s, I believe. I think that came out in the 1980s. The movie was called Heathers. So they're joining forces together. I don't know if they've done this before. And they've collaborated and come up with this story based on this novel. Now, I really was trying to give this movie a chance. And from the moment it actually started, it was making me really upset. I was saying, okay, fine. Okay, it's got a rough start, rough beginning, but maybe after about 15 minutes, it might catch some steam and get going and start to maybe show us something hopefully we have not seen before. But after the 15 minutes that I gave it, I was done. I was completely done with this movie. I did not walk out. I stayed for the additional hour and 30 minutes of the movie. The movie's about an hour and 45 minutes, and I stayed there, and I was like just thinking, this must be just for the people that actually read this book. Now, I don't know if the book is actually called Vampire Academy. I never heard about it until now, but I felt like this is just one of the worst examples of why I don't like movies like this. The fact that I felt like I had to read before even seeing the movie. Now, say what you will about the Twilight series. Yes, it's god-awful filmmaking. Sadly, it comes from very talented filmmakers from all over the universe. But at least with the Twilight movies, I felt like I didn't have to know everything about Twilight to completely understand all the crap that was going on in that movie. I never felt like I had to go and read the books. Yes, the movie sucked, but I never felt like I had to go read the books. With this new movie, Vampire Academy, I just don't understand what's really going on. I mean, the central character was a human. She's like a guardian to this vampire, like the good vampires that go to this academy, this school together. And then there's the bad vampire, whatever, that are outside the academy. And I couldn't help but think about, like, I've seen this before. Of course, this story is not old. The whole vampire idea is not old. But I feel like I saw this done a lot better with like Blade 1 and Blade 2. And that's a vampire movie with some balls, and it struck to my brain. It was like, we need a movie vampire revolution. We need, because of all these crappy vampire movies that have taken this whole idea of vampire, whatever I'm trying to say, and just crapped all over it. Because I feel like the vampire story was so cool once, with stories like Dracula, Interview with a Vampire, stuff that was created by Anne Rice. We need something like that to come back. Blade. I would love to see Wesley Snipes. I think he's out of jail now because he's in the Expendables 3, I believe. So I would love to see Blade 4. We just need a Blade movie, whether it's about men or women vampires, with some balls. Because I'm so tired of just utter crap that we have gotten, thanks to the Twilight being so popular, that the vampire genre has gone down the drain. Now, there might be some smaller films that tackle that subject matter that might be very, very good, but in the mainstream, a movie like this that gets a wide release, it's just another bad example of what is capable in this kind of genre, this kind of material. This is just a waste. This is a Hogwarts knockoff. I mean, they go to this academy that feels like they just didn't do anything production-wise to this film. They just went there and they decided, hey, we got this cool-looking castle. We're just going to go shoot there, and that's it. and you know, the acting is stiff. It's really annoying. The characters are really annoying. The accents that come from some of these characters, and I didn't recognize anybody in here except for Gabriel Byrne, Olga, whatever her name is from Oblivion and one of the Bond movies, and Jolie Richardson. That was the only people that I recognized in the movie, and they're just barely in the film. All the younger cast, yes, they're attractive. That might be the high point of the film. They're attractive. They're good looking, but they can't act. They can't act. It sucks. And I felt like my intelligence, whatever it may be, was totally crapped on. This is just a terrible movie, and I don't recommend you see it. I don't think anybody's going to see it. And the point of the big icing on the cake, or the cherry on the cake, or the cherry on the pie, or whatever, is the fact that this movie sequel begged at the very end. It was like, we're going to have a sequel. We're going to have a sequel. It's coming. Oh, turn off the phone. Cancel that, because we're going to have a sequel. And I was laughing because I'm like, there was hardly anybody in the theater, and I think more people are seeing the Lego movie and the new George Clooney movie than they're going to see this film. And I doubt, I'll be surprised if there's a sequel that comes for this film. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. So in the end, I'm going to give Vampire Academy, I'm sorry this review is very, very long, but I'm going to give the film 1 star, and that's being very, very generous. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. And also, please, if you enjoyed this review, please click right here and subscribe to my channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, with all this crap of vampire movies coming out, hopefully some young filmmaker will come along and give us something that reminds us of what vampires are really all about. Killing, falling in love, and killing some more. The sun! The sun! They even survived the sun in this movie. I'm done. Alright, hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching. Love ya. Talk to you later. Peace be with you. Bye-bye.